Hi everyone, it's Carlos from the Happy Startup School. I hope you're all doing well. Today we are doing an interview with Wiro Kuipers. I will get him to introduce himself rather than me try and use my bad pronunciation of Dutch names to explain what he does and the company he represents. He came on board with us on our first homeschool way back when, which was amazing. And he's been part of the community and helping us along our journey for a good year or so now, at least. So we met up at the Meaning Conference just last week. And Meaning is a conference here in Brighton that's looking at how organizations can become more purposeful and look at how business can be force for good. So bringing lots of like-minded people together here in Brighton. And it's kind of felt quite useful to have that kind of conversation with Wiro, given the kind of work he does. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass you over to Wiro to introduce himself. Hey, Wiro.
Hi there. Hi, everyone.
Cool. So yeah, why don't we start by you just kind of introducing yourself, what you do, and the kind of work you're trying to achieve.
Yeah, sure. Just for the pronunciation, Wiro Kuipers is my name when you pronounce it in Dutch. Wiro Kuipers is something it sounds like when you pronounce it in English. I run my own business. Actually, we run a family business with the two of us. My partner in life is my partner in business as well. Judith is her name. And we are based in the Netherlands with our companies in the zaak. And what we used to do is actually connecting two abstract words, the ones being intention and the other ones being impact. So we help individuals, teams, and organizations to rediscover their intention and to make impact with it.
Cool. Excellent. And so in terms of the intention and the impact, what is it that you find that in companies that they may have lost in that sense?
Well, usually intention is, for me, intention is the first step in almost every development in your company. If it is something in your market development or within your company and developing a suiting company culture, I think intention or purpose or vocation or whatever name you give it should be the starting point in everything you do and don't. And there's many organizations who really think, well, outside in, who just look at the market and just respond to what customers ask of them instead of thinking, well, what they believe in themselves and what they want to see in the world and what change they would like to make themselves.
Cool. So for us, we talk a lot about purpose, but you're kind of using the words intention and purpose interchangeably.
Mm-hmm.
And how is it you think that businesses that run or work based on their real intentions or what we call purpose-driven businesses, how is it that they work better by following that process?
I didn't get the question quite good.
Oh, in terms of purpose-driven or intention, companies that focus on their intention or their purpose, how do they do better, or what is it that will make them better by following that kind of path?
What will make them better on the inside of the company is that usually their employees will be a bit healthier, feeling better, have a more happy feeling. They know what they're there for. They're pretty much engaged in the things they're doing every day, and they know why they're doing that. And on the outside, it's just like the Simon Sinek said in this TED talk. It's all about inspiring people, and it's inspiring people to work together with you. But it's inspiring customers as well to do business with you and eventually become your fans and help you to make the impact you wish to make.
Awesome. And so I think a lot of companies, they usually just look at the profit and loss sheet and how much money they're going to make and what is it that they can do to reduce costs or maybe sell their goods for more money.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you go into those kind of companies and try and turn them around, or are they already on that path and you're helping them become less focused on just the money?
Well, I noticed I've been in this business for about 6 or 7 years now, and back 5 or 6 years ago, it was quite difficult to get this story on the table, and it was quite difficult to find organizations that really would like to work from within a purpose or anything like that. Everything went well. The markets went up still. And nowadays it seems that there's more and more people discussing purpose, meaning, intention, the true reason of being, etc. And there's more self-employed people who are working from this source. And I noticed that it becomes more easy to talk about intention. And in fact, I think it's intention is more like this competitive advantage. It's becoming more like this competitive advantage, where you're being more of the person you are yourself, and when you have a true reason others believe in, then I don't think they will change your. I don't think they will go to your competitor because he is offering a lower price or anything like that. Still, it's difficult to get people not just to be focused on profit and loss. But I noticed that people are more aware of the fact that profit is just like oxygen to run your company, and it's not a purpose in itself.
Awesome. And so, in your experience, having worked with these companies and focusing on their intention, what kinds of ways have you tried to help them get clear on that, or be more aligned with that, or even find their own intention in the first place?
Well, in fact, when people don't discover their true intentions themselves, it's my discovery, and it doesn't work. So I have to use several kind of interventions that make people become more aware of what they're really good at, what they see in the world, what they want to see, and what they think is their vocation. And usually I make use of interventions like Lego Serious Play, interventions that we use in the Cooler D Society as well. But in essence, for people watching, I once did a 4-day challenge organized by Think Bright School, Bright Thinkers, something like that. I guess we can share the link afterwards. And it's a 4-day challenge to find your own purpose based on 2 circles. One's mentioned by Aristotle, where your talents meet the need of the world. Therein lies your vocation. So in this 3-day challenge, you get refocused on what's your true talent. You get focused on what you think are the needs in the world, and you find this sweet spot where you can be of true relevance for others. And those kind of questions are, well, slow questions. They're difficult to answer, but the answers to it do really make sense and, well, do stick with you for a while.
And in your experience and trying to do those kind of exercises and work with companies, are there some like regular stumbling blocks or difficulties or problems you find people or companies have with trying to become more purpose aware?
Most companies, organizations, teams, individuals I work with experience the same problems as I do myself. And that is that there are too many possibilities. And having a clear purpose helps to be more focused on the right side, on the right kind of customers. It gives you the energy to work on your bigger goal every day, but it brings clarity in the choices you make as well. And I noticed that when you don't have a clear sense of this intention, that you're actually, that every opportunity that comes along what you think that it's cool to do, that you hop on all those trains that come by, and that well, it brings you off your purpose. And I discovered that myself as well. I'm not sure. I think purpose is an evolutionary kind of thing, and that you have a sense of it, but it's really difficult to pinpoint in 1 or 2 words or in 1 sentence, this is my purpose for life, because, well, this thing could happen that makes you aware of that it, well, actually it gave you some energy, but it wasn't your true intention at all.
Yeah, I think being able to have a sense of focus definitely helps, especially when you have so many things that you could do and you end up doing everything badly. It's nice to know actually you have a benchmark to decide what should be done, rather than trying to do everything and get lost and go around in circles.
And in fact, when you're working with a team of 30 to 40 people, it's all people that have their own individual purposes, and they have this shared intention as an organization, and it's really difficult to, well, stick them to the ladder of your shared purpose.
And so, yeah, particularly with something like that, where you have a team and everyone's got their own, maybe their own intentions as to what they want to achieve. How do you overcome, something like that? How do you get people to get together?
And in the first place, or?
Well, I assume when you start off with a company, maybe they haven't got everyone aligned. Is there ways of aligning a group that hadn't really started from a place of being purpose-driven?
Mm-hmm. It's one of the beliefs in our own company is that the organization lies in the people and not the other way around. So when you try to figure out your purpose as an organization, it's really difficult to don't do that together with the people that are working there. So in our assignments, it's always about bringing people together and getting them to share the beautiful stories of the companies, the things they really like, the things they cherish, and they think they are really talented in. And when it's impossible to get all those people together, then at least we try to make a kind of an online campfire or something like that. Just like you're doing yourselves with a Slack community, or the several online tools to bring people together online to discuss, well, what kind of talent you have, how you see your market, how do you see the world, and what you want to see and what you want to do in there, and what it means for you individually, and how you can contribute to that.
Cool. So it's a lot about getting more open communication. If you can't feel that you can get everyone aligned straight away, but by sharing that communication and being more open about that will help keep people engaged and aligned.
And it helps people to discover if the shared purpose that pops up, it helps them to discover if it's their story as well. And when you do have a clear intention, well, not everybody will like it, so it gives a reason to leave the company maybe as well. So it's
yeah, there's that difficult question there, is should I stay here because it doesn't align with my purpose?
Purpose is like a magnet. It attracts the right people, but it scares away some people as well. And the more clear you have it, the more clear you will see that people will become your fans or maybe your biggest haters or something.
And it all comes back to what you said about focus, having the right people, spending the right time in the right place. And so, yeah, you've been, part of our community and sort of been in touch with myself and Lawrence for a good year at least now, and just getting a feel for what is the Happy Startup School meant to you as you've been on this journey with us?
Well, as I mentioned, it's really difficult to tell a story about purpose and not living it yourself. And I discovered that sometimes I think, wow, this is my true intention in life and this is my true purpose, that when I'm working on it for a while, that I noticed that it wasn't after all. And just as all those companies I work for, I do need kind of mirror as well. I do need my consultants as well, and I do need some critical friends as well. And I noticed that joining the homeschool and afterwards joining Altitude brings you together with like-minded people who don't who dare to give you some sharp questions that make you think yourself. And what I do like about the Happy Startup School is that it's not just like all these other incubators that help to start up businesses to sell as fast as possible, but to focus on something bigger than just your own profit and that of your shareholders, maybe.
Cool. Well, thanks for that. That's awesome. And it's, we appreciate you being on board as well, because we've learned a lot, coming to Altitude and just sharing your knowledge about Lego Serious Play and getting to know you better about what you're trying to do with, and correct me again, Zin and Zaak.
Zin and the Zaak, yes.
Zin. I'll get it one day.
We're still looking for an international title, yeah.
Yes, that would help me at least. But great, thank you very much, Wiro. You want to say goodbye? And yeah, we'll be doing more of these interviews with more of our community. Some will be mentors, some will be people who are just some cool people in the community who kind of share their experiences and knowledge. And we feel that the more we can do that, the more we can share what we know and what we experienced, the better it is for all of us, and hopefully make more connections. So until next time, take care and bye.
Bye-bye.